Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. Paul Pogba is happy to stay at Manchester United if we match his ambitions. Pogba said not so long ago he has more freedom with France than Manchester United. We fear losing Paul Pogba on a free transfer. We fear that he's running down his contract to leave on a 3. Pogba's current contract expires next year, because last season we triggered that 1-year extension on his contract. Not so long ago, Paul Pogba insisted that he wasn't in contract negotiations with Manchester United, but Sky Sports News said the other week that Man United opened talks with Pogba's representatives over a new contract. Solskjaer is hopeful that Pogba will stay and sign a new contract. Now, Pogba has had a long-running transfer saga. He's recently been linked with a move to PSG. Mino Raiola, who's Paul Pogba's agent, he's had talks with the PSG president. PSG have stepped up their interest. They want to partner Pogba with Wijnaldum. Kimpembe said that Paul Pogba would be welcomed to PSG. Pogba is refusing to rule out an exit from Manchester United. Pogba's also been linked with Real Madrid. There's been a lot of rumours of him going back to Juventus. He did endure 4 good years with Juventus before he rejoined Manchester United. There has been talks of a Paul Pogba and Cristiano Ronaldo swap deal. Barcelona have been in for Pogba before, and so too have Inter Milan. I hope Pogba stays for next season, because we have been getting the best out of him in recent months. He does bring creativity to the team. At one point, Pogba had a thigh injury and he was out for a while, and he sustained a couple of ankle injuries. He's our most expensive signing at the moment, because we paid £89 million for him, and he's endured 5 seasons at Manchester United since he rejoined. So far, Pogba's won 3 trophies at the club. That's the Europa League, the League Cup and the Community Shield. We had him when he was a lot younger under the Sir Alex Ferguson era, but we had to let him go due to limited appearances. Mino Raiola has been desperate to get Pogba out of the football club. He was doing a lot of talking last season. He obviously come out and said that he doesn't give a fuck if he doesn't take another client to Man United, as long as his clients are happy. He also criticised Sir Alex Ferguson for forcing Pogba out of the club when he was younger. He also said last season he's got no intentions of destabilising his client's season. And he made an admission saying that he's working quietly on Paul Pogba's transfer to avoid offence. He also said that Pogba wants to win trophies at Man United or at another top European club. And he made an announcement back in December last year regarding Pogba and Solskjaer's furious with Mino Raiola's announcement. So, that's more news regarding Paul Pogba. Now, obviously, you know the news on Jadon Sancho from Borussia Dortmund. Sky Sports said yesterday that Manchester United made an improved bid of 75 million plus add-ons for Jadon Sancho. The proposed bid is more upfront and the rest is achievable add-ons. Borussia Dortmund have given Man United a new deadline to meet their asking price for Sancho. Borussia Dortmund want a decision made on Sancho's future for the first half of July. It said yesterday that Man United's opening bid was being considered by Dortmund. Now, the personal terms have been agreed with Sancho, the agent fees have been agreed, and a 5-year contract has been agreed. We just need to come to an agreement now on a fee. Dortmund won £82 million. Fabrizio Romano recently said that all parties involved in Man United's pursuit of Sancho are confident a deal will be agreed. Man United are confident of completing a transfer for Jadon Sancho this summer. Borussia Dortmund did say they believe Woodward is willing to pay £80 million. At one point, Man United were around 11 million short of Jadon Sancho's valuation, and Dortmund did say last Monday that they believe Sancho to Man United could be done by the end of this week. We've been in for Sancho now for like the last 2 years or so it has been a long-running transfer saga. Dortmund lowered their asking price from what they was demanding last summer. Last summer, Dortmund were demanding £108 million. We was reluctant to meet that valuation. We was only willing to pay so much up front. But Sancho to Man United last summer was extremely close because the personal terms had been agreed, the agent fees had been agreed, and the contract had been agreed. And Dortmund set a deadline last year. They said we had until the 10th of August to sign the player. We missed out on that deadline, so Sancho remained at Dortmund. There's always been something in Sancho to Manchester United because it's been stemming from reliable journalists, you know. Fabrizio Romano's spoken a lot about the Sancho saga, and so too was Christian Falk from Bild. But Sancho will be a great signing for Man United. Sancho's endured 4 years at Dortmund. Dortmund paid just £7 million in from Man City, and he's got a contract with Dortmund until 2023. He said if we fail to sign Sancho, we'll look to make a move for Kingsley Coman from Bayern Munich as an alternative. Solskjaer's made it clear that he wants 4 more signings when Sancho to Man United is official. Who will Man United sign after Jadon Sancho? I think there's a chance that we'll sign Kieran Trippier from Atletico Madrid. Now, we are reluctant to pay any more than £20 million for Trippier. Sky Sports recently said that Atletico Madrid want £43 million if they are to let Trippier go. Kieran Trippier has a release clause of £35 million. Now, we recently made a second offer for Kieran Trippier in the region of £21.5 million. We had an opening offer of £10 million rejected for Trippier. Man United's low bid for Trippier angered Atletico Madrid. Not so long ago, Trippier told his England teammates that he wants to join Manchester United, and he's recently been house hunting in Manchester, so reflecting on that, that's fueled speculation. The reason we want Trippier is because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has been unhappy with Wan-Bissaka's attacking output. Wan-Bissaka is the only recognised senior right back at Man United at the moment. We need someone to come in to provide competition for him. We was in for Trippier in the January transfer window, but we cooled our interest because Kieran Trippier got banned by FIFA for 8 weeks for breaching betting rules. I think he's got 2 years left on his current contract at Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid paid £20 million for him from Tottenham back in 2019. He's highly experienced. Trippier is 30 years of age. Now, you know the news on Rafael Varane from Real Madrid. I think he could leave Real Madrid in this summer transfer window. Do you think there's a chance he could stay? You know, with Sergio Ramos leaving Real Madrid, does that change the complexion of things in regards to Rafael Varane? If Varane leaves this summer, I think he'll come to us or PSG. Now, reports from Spain said not so long ago that Rafael Varane doesn't want to join Manchester United. He wants to go to PSG. So he wants to make a return to France. Now, the Manchester Evening News said the other day that Man United had a £50 million bid rejected for Varane because Real Madrid are demanding £80 million. Not so long ago, it said that Real Madrid lowered their asking price for Rafael Varane. Said they was willing to accept around £43 million, and Man United offered Varane a salary that Real Madrid cannot match. It's €12 million a year, which equates to just over 10 million in pounds sterling. He's been refusing a contract at Real Madrid. Romano said that not so long ago. Varane's current contract expires next year. His contract talks with Real Madrid stalled a while ago. Varane spoke out on his future before the Euros, didn't he? Man United have held talks with his representatives. And towards the end of last season, Real Madrid rejected a £40 million bid. But Varane would be a great signing for Manchester United. You know, Varane is regarded as one of the best centre-halves in the world. He's highly experienced, got a great pedigree as a player as well. He's won 18 major honours at Real Madrid and he's been a long-serving player for them. He's been at Real Madrid for over 10 years and he's made over 300 appearances in all competitions. We went in for Varane back in 2011, was it, under the Sir Alex Ferguson era, and Woodward was prepared to sanction a £100 million move for him back in 2018. Man United have made contact with Sergio Ramos. Sergio Ramos brought down in tears recently on his farewell speech. Reports from Spain said that Ramos could secure a Man United transfer this summer. Real Madrid officially confirmed that Ramos is leaving as a free agent after 16 years. I think there's around 4 clubs in for him. But yeah, Solskjaer has already decided on his transfer targets. You know, Man United are looking to get a striker in, we're looking to get a right winger in, we're looking to get a defensive midfielder in, we're looking to get a right back in, and we're looking to get a centre half in. Solskjaer's already said he wants to make around 4 signings in this summer transfer window in order for Man United to challenge for the title next season. I'm convinced we can challenge for the title next season, providing that we recruit well in this summer transfer window. Just before the window opened, it said Solskjaer had been given a 150 million transfer budget to buy around 4 or 5 new players. And our board said they'll back Solskjaer with a new 3-year contract and summer signings despite the Europa League final loss. This summer transfer window is massive for Solskjaer, and I think he is aware of that because it's very imperative he gets the players he wants to recommend in. This summer transfer window is Solskjaer's 5th transfer window as permanent Man United manager. Joe Glazer attended a fans forum on the 4th of June. His first attendance in 15-16 years. And obviously he's promised Manchester United supporters that Solskjaer will get the funds that are available, so he's going to give him financial backing. Obviously, a lot of United fans were protesting against the Glazers towards the end of last season. The Glazers have been at Manchester United for 16 years. They bought the club for 500 million back in 2005. We recently had our financial results. Our debt has increased to 443.5 million. Our debt continues rising. We are going to offload players in this summer transfer window. So in that aspect we'll generate money and it will help us with our rebuilding process. I think there's a good chance we're going to offload Anthony Martial in this summer transfer window. It says Man United looking to sell Martial. Solskjaer is fed up with Martial's poor attitude. Duncan Castles said not so long ago that Martial was offered to Real Madrid. Martial's agent is looking to move him away from the club. A season-long loan with an option to buy has been proposed. But a lot of United fans want Martial to go because he's no longer good enough to represent the club. Martial's got a contract with Man United until 2024. There's an option of a further year. He scored 78 goals in 258 games for us in all competitions. We got Martial in a deal worth 58 million from Monaco back in 2015. Been at the club 6 years now, is it? I think he's had 2 good seasons. He was good the season before last and he was good in his debut season under Van Gaal. He was out of an injury for a long time last season. And at one point Solskjaer gave him that number 9 shirt. We could offload Juan Mata in this summer transfer window. We may not though, because it recently said that Man United offered Juan Mata a 1-year contract with a wage reduction from his last contract. Now, Juan Mata's current contract expires at the end of this month. Solskjaer said at the end of last season that no decision was made on Juan Mata's future. Juan Mata doesn't really get in our team now, and my element of concern about Mata, he's lost that yard of pace and he's ageing up. But he's had a good career at Man United. Mata's been at the club for 7 years. Got him in a deal worth 40 million from Chelsea back in 2014. At the first part of last season, he rejected an 18 million a year contract offer to play in Saudi Arabia. Matt can play as a number 10 and he can also play on the right wing. There's a good chance we're going to offload Donny van der Beek in this summer transfer window. Because like I updated you yesterday, it said Solskjaer decides to sell Donny van der Beek and he's set his exit price. We're willing to accept £25 million. Donny van der Beek has only endured one season at Manchester United. He's made 36 appearances in all competitions. Most of his appearances come from the bench. I recall him starting 4 games in the league last season. So Donny van der Beek is unhappy. Now, it recently said that Van der Beek wants to join Barcelona to end his Manchester United misery. Arsenal recently made contact with Man United over the future of Donny van der Beek because Arsenal are in search for a central midfielder. And Arsenal and Man United have done business with each other before. Not so long ago it said Donny van der Beek was set for showdown talks with Solskjaer over his future and Van der Beek got ruled out of the Euros through injury. We got Van der Beek in a deal worth 40 million from Ajax last year. He's got a contract with us until 2025. And he's versatile, he can play in 3 different roles. Nemanja Matic, there's a good chance we'll offload him in this summer transfer window. As you all know, I've got my strong reservations about Matic because he's always been a slow player. And he's ageing up. And he's not one of our first choice midfielders, but despite that, he still gets his chances. Analysing the vast majority of his games at Man United, he's been inconsistent. Matic has been at the club over 4 years now. Got him in a deal worth 40 million from Chelsea back in 2017. Pogba could leave in this summer transfer window, it's possible. I think we need to loan Brandon Williams out to gain him more experience and to get a lot more opportunities because Williams seldom plays for us, is our 3rd choice left back. I think we need to get rid of Diego Dalot permanently. He's out on loan with AC Milan at the moment. We need to get rid of Andres Pereira permanently. We need to get rid of Lingard permanently. But Lingard recently told Solskjaer in a meeting that he wants to stay at Manchester United. We sell Lingard, I reckon we'll get around £25 million for him. Lingard's got like a year left on his contract. The reason we loaned him out in January is because he got frozen out of our squad. He did well whilst he was on loan with West Ham. Jones, we need to offload him. And I think we need to offload David De Gea. Whether we do or not, I do not know. Because David De Gea recently said he's convinced he'll stay at Man United and be Solskjaer's number 1 next season. Don't think it's going to happen because Solskjaer's chose Dean Henderson to be number 1 goalkeeper for next season. That is the right decision. And Alex Telles, there's a chance that we could offload him. There's also a lot of players that will stay at Manchester United, and I reckon there's quite a few players that have got long-term futures at the club. But next season is going to be massive for Solskjaer, and I think he is aware of that. Next season, he must exceed expectations. Solskjaer has not yet won a trophy as Manchester United manager. We haven't won a trophy since 2017, which is 4 years ago. That's nowhere near good enough to our standards. If next season starts badly for Man United, then I think the pressure will be on Solskjaer. I'm expecting him to get sacked at some point next season because, like I've mentioned before, he's not the long-term manager for Man United, and I think a lot of United fans will agree with me on that aspect. But I think he does deserve next season. There's quite a lot of United fans that are Ole in, but there's also been quite a lot of United fans demanding Ole out. Obviously, they've got their reasons behind why they've been demanding him out. The next season, like I said, will be his third full season. Solskjaer's been in charge of Manchester United now for 30 months, which is over 2 years. Ole has just under a year left on the current 3-year contract he signed when he got the job permanently back in March 2019. And to be honest with you, it's a mistake him getting this new 3-year contract because I can assure he won't see it out. Like I said, I do have my concerns about Ole. My two biggest concerns about him is that he hasn't got a proven pedigree as a manager, and his decision making also concerns me because in a lot of his games at Man United he's been tactically naive. But obviously there's positives regarding Solskjaer as well. I think Solskjaer's done a good job to say the current squad he was left with when he got appointed in as Man United manager. I'm shocked of how well he's done. We appointed Solskjaer in December 2018 to replace Mourinho, and he's been permanent Man United manager since March 2019. Solskjaer knew when he'd taken over at Man United it was going to be a massive job, despite him knowing the club through thick and thin. Before Solskjaer was with us, he was at Molde. He won a few Norwegian titles at Molde, but they're not a big club. He enjoyed 2 spells at Molde, and before Molde he was at Cardiff. And his record at Cardiff was very bad. He only enjoyed a short tenure with Cardiff. The reason he got sacked from Cardiff is because he ended up getting them relegated, and don't forget, Ollie managed the Man United reserve team for a couple of years. So he watched some of the team grow and develop. But whatever happens regarding Solskjaer, like I've said before, we'll always adore him because he is a club legend. He endured 11 years as a player for Man United. He flourished under Sir Alex Ferguson's guidance. Solskjaer's most iconic moment as a player was 1999 when he scored late on in the Champions League final to win the club the treble. The treble is the club's greatest achievement. Solskjaer has made good signings as Manchester United manager. So far he has spent almost £300 million. He's got rid of a lot of the deadwood since he's come in as well, which he knew he had to do. Ollie did quite well in his first full season, guided us to 3 semi-finals, got us a 3rd place finish. In his second full season, did well in a lot of aspects. Got us to the Europa League final, got us to the EFL Cup semi-final, got us to the FA Cup quarter-final. Got us a 2nd place finish last season. Last season went the entire season without losing away from home in the Premier League, which is a record. So there you go. Solskjaer is our 4th permanent manager since Ferguson, isn't he? He's our best manager since Ferguson. The 3 managers we've sacked is Moyes, Van Gaal and Jose Mourinho. So anyway guys, that's everything to update you today. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel if you do. Consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very, very soon.